right? You're there for a reason. You're there to listen and learn. Even when I'm preaching, my goal is to always give you the word of God, because technically I'm preaching to myself as well, right? Sometimes like the things that I'm talking about are harder for me maybe to deliver, because I may be the one struggling with the content, and I don't want to shy away from preaching everything in the Bible. And so there are things that God's pricking at my heart about, right? And so we need to always be ready. I mean, I love the way it says is that it says, hey, and be more ready to hear, not less ready, more ready. This applies to the church, everybody, but specifically children, right? Children get all distracted. I'm looking at my son right now. He's holding up his eyelids and looking around. These things happen. I'm not picking on them. I remember they called my parents when I was in first grade. I do remember this. That's why I'm telling you the story. And the teacher called and tried to get get me on ADHD or whatever, ADD. I don't think it was ADHD then. It was ADD, right? It was ADD medicine. Like this is I was in fourth grade, so probably either 89 or 90. And I would space out. I was just bored in school. And I do remember what the instance that she called my parents about. She said that I just would daydream. And I do remember she woke me up out of this daydream. I was standing upside, I was standing next to my desk, and I was like this. And then she woke me up. And what I was doing is I was daydreaming about playing baseball. And so she's like talking to my dad and my dad was like, well, you just need to give him more to do. Basically you're not keeping him busy enough. And so what ended up happening was, thank God, it was a little bit different then. She made me a tutor for the other students, and then I just didn't daydream anymore.